Hi everyone. Uh, Thank you for joining me again. This is going to be the second episode of the Spread the Love series, and I've got a really exciting new artist called Mali Faraz on. She is an incredible songwriter and singer that I discovered through a gig that we were both doing at the Bourne Cycle Festival. Must have been a couple of years ago now, and yeah, it was just one of those things where you see someone perform and you were like, okay, I need to up my game. It was just, she's got a really beautiful voice, and she's going to be singing something for us later on. I'll pin her at the bottom. If you do like what you hear, please do spread the love. Send her, give her a follow, listen to some songs. I'll share some of her songs on my story after this, but yeah, we'll get on with it, and I'll add her in and we can all have a chat. If you have any questions for her, please do add them in the bottom. But yeah, thank you for coming along. Hope it's going well and you're finding some new artists to support. Hello.
Sorry a minute, there we go, that's better.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you so much for coming on.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm really excited to chat about your music and hear something. But also, if people don't know who you are, do you want to introduce yourself, a bit about you, what kind of music you make?
Sure, I'm Mali Faraz. I'm a singer-songwriter, and, I just write about my feelings, really. Like, I always say that I write songs about my feelings instead of actually facing them. So that's just sort of the person I am. I just write about everything.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, I was having a listen to the tracks the other day, and you can hear that in them. You were like, oh, these are deep lyrics, and I think that's good because they resonated with me. I was like, yeah, I know what she's talking about. I understand that, and it's nice to have people talk candidly about it in songs, and I think that's really important.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's really cool. So yeah, I met you through the Bourne Cycle Festival,
Yeah.
which it feels like years ago now.
No.
Some actual live music.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Out on the stage.
I know. Have you been doing any like live streams and stuff? Have you got any gigs in the works for the summer and stuff like that?
Well, I've got a few dates for hopefully when,
Mm-hmm.
everything ends.
Yeah.
I've got a few dates lined up for things in London. They're
Oh,
not
cool.
at the moment, but I've got like a few things that I could be doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make an appearance on the 13th of March as a guest on the Signature Musical Festival.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I think that's about it. Like the only sort of online gig I've done was in the last lockdown, which was Glasshouse Acoustic Live.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, they're a good supporter of local music, Glasshouse.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I've done a couple of gigs for them, and they're always just kind of like everyone is welcome and everyone is
Yeah.
supportive, and it's just so lovely to have that kind of local spirit.
Yeah.
So yeah, where are you based at the moment?
So I'm in a little village called Morton in Bourne, in
Right.
Lincolnshire. Yeah, that's basically where I am.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so are you finding that being in a little village in lockdown is helping creatively because you're kind of a bit more able to shut off, or are you finding it quite hard to be creative at the moment?
Well, I mean, with the sort of creativity and writing and things, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't written any songs in ages. Like,
Mm,
I've had a complete writer's block.
right.
I've written like a few sentences for a chorus or something, but then I've not actually been able to write a full song. Whereas like
Mm.
before lockdown, like I could literally write a full song in the space of like 12 minutes. So like I think it's like all the stresses of like online school and stuff been driving me mad.
Yeah, how have you been, juggling kind of releasing songs and trying to keep a presence in the with your music as well as school stuff?
Yeah, I mean, that's been hard
Mm.
because I've been trying to post everywhere as much as I can and like put out these little videos and stuff. But before like this lockdown started, I was actually just starting a new song in the studio.
Right.
And obviously we've had to put that on hold because it's just not safe to be going out into the studios and stuff. And so that's been just hanging over me, like, I need to get it done, I need to get it out, like, because that one's like a big one, like it's
Right.
a very, very important one to me.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was such a bummer when I found out I wouldn't be able to like finish it. I mean, all I've been doing really is just posting random pictures and videos. Like, I literally posted a blooper video like a week ago.
Oh no, that was funny. That was good. I enjoyed that.
I was in the middle of schoolwork, and then my head just went, I've got loads of bloopers. I'm going to make a video out of them. So I just did that, and then I sent it to my sister, and she couldn't stop watching it the whole day. Yeah. That's
Oh no, it's good because I think any musician watching that can 100% relate to it. Like I was, every time I have to like make really sure that I crop things properly. Because otherwise there might be like me just like swearing at the end, like because I got something wrong. It's like, oh my god, if I send them the wrong video and they're gonna like post this thing with me swearing at the end. But that hasn't happened yet, but I'm sure it will happen at some point. God. But yeah, with obviously, so you're still at school. I was kind of thinking of things I could ask you as a different kind of a different way to combat the music industry. And I was thinking about how you find being quite young within the music industry, because I've I've left school and I feel a bit older, but it is different as well, because obviously, if you're younger, people think you've got less experience and stuff like that, but that doesn't necessarily actually correlate to the music you're making at all. So I don't know whether you've experienced anything like that you've kind of been annoyed that your music is sometimes maybe compared to people of your age, or compared to people just because you're a bit younger.
I mean, my thing is with being young, and I'm always talking to my mum about this, I'm always saying, oh, these artists are doing like so much better than me, and they're getting so many more listeners, and they're better than me. And I think it's less of people comparing them to me, as in like my age, but it's more of me comparing people,
Right.
comparing myself to people. Because I think with me, and I've been told this, like, my mind is well beyond my years. Like, I feel like I'm a lot maturer than my age.
Yeah.
And so what I really want to be doing is I want to be getting out there and doing all this stuff and like getting my name heard, whereas school gets in the way and things like that. And so it's been hard being younger, and especially because you're younger, like I feel like some people may not take you as seriously as they would an older person. And so that's like sort of hindered how many people listen to my music, but I'm just trying to get along with it.
Well, yeah, it is a problem, but also like I saw it was back in the summer that you got onto the hot list for Reading and Leeds, which is awesome. You're like, the people that you're in there with are like really, really well supported musicians, and that was like, you were like the cover girl for, and that was so exciting to see, like this quite a small independent young artist being pushed out there, and shown that actually she's being really listened to and her music is making an impact.
Yeah, I was very, very excited about that. Like,
it's awesome.
When I got the email, I like read it, and they said, oh, we would like to put your song on the hot list, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. And then they said we would also like to use your cover art. I was like, wow, that's even more amazing.
Yeah.
And so I kind of had like a bit of a freak out.
Well, yeah, exactly. And so does that mean that's the kind of the Reading and Leeds shortlist, isn't it?
I think so. I think it's like the Lincolnshire sort of. I'm not quite sure. I just know that I was put on your hot list.
Yeah, no, it's very cool. It's kind of I found that coming up as an independent artist, there's lots of tiny little milestones that you see your friends and your peers making. You're like, oh, okay, I want to be on this playlist. I want to be on this blog. And it's really nice to kind of have these small victories of these little milestones that you've made in your head that, you know, they're not huge blogs and not huge this, but it does mean, you know, you can see the progress.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Have you found that, you know, with, if you listen to tracks that you were making, I don't know how long you've been making music for, but do you find that you can really notice the progress that you've been making?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, the song that I'll sing today would be my first song that I ever wrote and like released.
Mm-hmm.
And I can definitely, when I listen to this song, I definitely see like a change in, first of all, my voice. Like, I sounded so young. Like, I know I am young, but I sounded like so young.
Yeah.
And then that, and then also my lyrics changed a lot. Like, this song is very repetitive in the lyrics, whereas now, like, things you hear in like Disguise, Artificial Happiness, like, I've become a lot more sort of intricate with my lyrics, and I think a lot more about them.
Mm.
Before it was about the music behind the lyrics. Now it's kind of switched.
Yeah, that's good. You know, you can definitely tell. I think one of my favorites was the one that you played at the festival, was Get What You Pay For.
Yeah.
Because I think that it was, I really enjoyed the set, but when that, like, especially the production of that track, when it came on, I was like, oh, this is a good song. I was like, because it's just this, you know, it's just this tiny festival with like 20 people watching, and then you came on and sang that song. I was like, whoa, whoa, this is actually amazing. So, do you have any like plans to release this one? Because I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, I mean, I did release it.
Okay.
Yeah, I it was released everywhere.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, and then I changed, like, I don't know what they're called, like online sites that you released your music.
Mm.
So I released that one on TuneCore, but now I'm using Ditto.
Right, I think that's okay.
I've tried, because I've taken all the music off socials that I released on TuneCore, and I re-uploaded them on Ditto.
Right.
But that one had a bunch of errors, so I'm still like trying to fix that and
Oh,
try to get it up again.
yeah.
So yeah, it's still on YouTube and things
Oh,
like
awesome. Yeah, it's an amazing song. It's
that. Thank
really
you.
it's one that grabs you in straight away and it just gets better.
Oh, thank you.
No, it's really good. It's a really fun kind of, it does feel like a proper like sassy, you know, please, you know, I know what I'm doing. You get what you pay for. One I'd like to hear in like in a bar or in a club or something when we can get back.
That's the goal.
So yeah, how obviously these, you've been making music for a couple of years now. How did you get into it? How did you start writing music and start singing and performing?
Well, I think I've always been into music.
Mm.
When I was a lot younger, like maybe 4 or 5, my mum especially would always be blasting music in the car. And so I think that's where I really like started to love music. And you know, back then it was like Indian songs and things from like my culture and stuff. So it was really
Mm-hmm.
interesting. And I think my first ever performance was, we have it on video, when I think I was about 5, maybe younger actually, maybe 3, something like that. And I had this tiny little sofa that would only fit me in it,
Oh.
and I sat in it and I just started rapping Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. It was a
Nice.
proper rap. It's hilarious, and I
Oh,
watched
that's
it
brilliant.
quite a lot. But yeah, I've loved music basically ever since I was born.
You should sample that in a song, get it in there.
Yeah,
Have that as like the backbeat of something. Oh,
it's so hilarious,
that's
honestly.
brilliant.
I get up for crackers in the end. I fully, I get up at the end. I'm like, "Where's my crackers?" And I walk off. That's literally how it goes. It's
Famous
so
last lines. Wow. You know, just like a diva, like, where are my crackers?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
finished my performance.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. That's funny. I'd like to see that. That should be part of the blooper reel.
Oh my god, yeah. Do a blooper of all the performances I've done leading up to now.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's I think it's quite I think it does good things to listen to really old stuff,
Hmm.
because a lot of the time you can feel like you're stuck in a rut, or you feel like I constantly feel like I'm just creating the same song over and over
Yeah,
again. And I
yeah,
find it, because like I find it quite hard if I find something I like. I'm like, oh wow, I want to do it 10 different ways. But
yeah.
to look back in the stuff that you were making, you realize all the progress that you have actually made.
Hmm.
And like, you've definitely got like favorites and things that you always use. I know I have, but do you have like a project that you're most proud of that you think best kind of describes you as an artist?
I think my favorite sort of project, like sort of song at the moment that I've done, would probably be an unreleased song. I've performed quite a lot actually, and it's called Damaged.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if you've heard it, but I've performed it in quite a few like gigs and stuff that I've done.
Yeah.
And that basically describes the journey of how I basically like the journey of my school life.
Right.
Sort of like me in primary school when I was always the kid that got picked on, and it wasn't a very nice experience. And then all the way up to like my early years of secondary school. And so it just sort of describes how I sort of tried to get through that. And I just think, as well as describing sort of my journey with that sort of thing, it also describes who I am.
Mm.
And I totally didn't mean for that to happen, but it's just in sort of the way that I show how I sort of deal with what I went through. Yeah, it just really describes sort of me. And whenever I sort of play it or listen to it back, I'm always like, oh, that's me.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah,
nice. It's nice to have that, because that's what music is for. You just want to give a part of your personality in a 3 minute song, and people know you a little bit more every time you release something else, and
yeah,
it's a really special thing to be able to share with people.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's nice making music, isn't it?
Lovely.
Talking of making music, what's your songwriting production process? I also got a question, um, someone asking, where do you go to record your music? What's the studio that you use?
So I actually go to this dependent artist. His name is Ant McIndrew. He's on Facebook. He's really great producer. He's basically got this tiny little shack just outside Nottingham on a big
Mm-hmm.
field, and honestly, he makes the best stuff there. Yeah,
Also, that sounds exactly like the studio I go to. It's like a shack in the field
yeah,
in like an industrial park, but
all the best ones.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so you come quite close to Nottingham to record them.
yeah,
Oh, awesome. That's where I am at the moment.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's some really good studios in Nottingham. I think it's a good hub for music. What's the Bourne scene like? Can't say I've been there very much for music.
I mean, it's kind of like a small town, so
Mm.
the only music scene I'd say is here is like we do a lot of shows and stuff. So we do a lot of stuff in the town hall and a lot of obviously like pub performers and things like that.
Hmm.
And then every Christmas we have this light switch on where this massive stage is set up in town, and like they get certain acts to perform there. And my school has done it before. I've done it
Awesome.
before, so it's good. It's good here. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, it seemed like a really nice atmosphere when I came to do the festival. It was
Yeah.
just nice and friendly, and that's what you want.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't that many people there, but the people that were there were really supportive, and it was
Yeah.
just. I remember I was on stage, and I was at the stage of my musicianship where I was sellotaping lyrics to a music stand in the wind, and then of course they fell off, and it just falls down in the wind, and then everyone was like cheering me on. I was like, yeah, I can get through this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, we get better, don't we? I don't use a music stand anymore. We live and
Don't
learn.
worry, I had a situation like that. I was performing at a charity event, and my piano, it was this piano, and I just got it at that point, so I was still sort of figuring it out. And the cable actually fell out of the piano in the middle of a song.
Oh,
And so it was just this really awkward silence where I was like, what do I do? What do I do? This was like my third gig that I'd ever done.
crikey.
The crowd would just all kept singing the song that I was singing.
Oh.
I was plugging it in. It was really nice.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
I love it when that happens.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time, like, it's kind of hit or miss with English folks. It's kind of like, oh, they could be really awkward, or we'll have a bit of like, sometimes we'll have a bit of camaraderie and do something that we would normally do together. Oh, nice. That sounds good. So this song that you're gonna sing for us, thank you for singing it for us. I'm excited to hear it. Do you want to give us some kind of background to the track, what it's about, and then feel free to sing it.
So before I like sing it, I apologize for my setup. It's
it's Instagram anyway.
So this song is called How to Play. It was the first ever song that I had written and released. I wrote it when I was 11, I think. Yeah, 11. And I think I released it when I was 12.
Wow.
Yeah. I think this song, it was about this boy who he was just, I actually can't remember what he did specifically, but you know, he was just really mean to me and got very upset, and I wrote a song about it. And as soon as the song came out, everybody found out who he was. And then everybody was like, you wrote a song about him, you wrote a song about him, can you write a song about me? And
I bet that was unbearable.
Yeah, I still get teased about it now. So it was quite funny. I didn't find it funny at the time, but it was so funny. But yeah, I mean, How to Play, I guess overall it's just sort of about somebody, you know, taking advantage, manipulating, playing games, and you know, like, I'm not here for it and things like that. So it's like, don't do it.
All right, sounds good. Please take it away. Nice.
You think you can throw me right through, you think you can push me right out, you think I don't know what you do, but I know what you do. Oh, you think that I'm smaller than you, you think that you can show me right up, you think I don't know what you do, but I know what you do. Oh, I don't know how to explain to you, I don't know how to say to you, I don't know how to show you. I'll try like this. I don't know how to explain to you, I don't know how to say to you, I don't know how to show you. I'll try like this. Oh, love, it's just a game with you. Oh, love, it's just a game with you. Oh, love, it's just a game with you. But I don't wanna play. Don't teach me how to play. I know you want me out, but I ain't going nowhere. If you don't want to see my face, then get out of my way. Oh, I don't know how to explain to you, I don't know how to say to you, I don't know how to show you. I'll try like this. Oh, love. Oh, love. No, oh, love, but it's just a game with you, but I don't wanna play. Don't teach me how to play. Oh, Oh no, no. But I don't wanna play. Don't teach me how to play. Oh, no, don't want to know. I don't know how to explain to you. I don't know how to say to you. I don't know how to show you. I'll try like this. Oh, love is just a game with you. Oh, love is just a game with you. Oh, love is just a game with you. But I don't wanna play. Don't teach me how to play.
Woo!
Thank
That was
you.
awesome.
Thank you. I mean, I'm pretty sure I sang in the wrong key the whole time.
Nah, it didn't sound like that from here. That sounds so cool. Like, how the hell does an 11-year-old write that? That's that's like something that like you can hear like an established artist coming out with like a diss track or something.
Thank you. I mean, I haven't sung that song in ages.
Mm.
So hence the whole completely going up octave higher to how to sing. I hope that sounded okay.
Yeah, it's no, honestly, it sounded really good. I had no idea. If you don't tell people, they'll have no idea. Oh yeah, no, that was awesome. Thank you so much for doing that. I think hopefully if people like it, please tell people where they can find you, where they can find your music and everything. So yeah, Mali is her name, is your Instagram, and then have you got YouTube and Spotify, I assume, and all of that jazz?
Yes.
Or just under Mali Faraz?
Just under Mali Faraz, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for that. Thank you for coming along. If anyone has any last minute questions, please pop them in. But other than that, yeah, I mean, I'm really excited that you came on because I think me and my parents, when we were at the gig, we all came back and we were like, oh yeah, this Mali girl, we need to keep an eye on her because she's got really good potential. So I'm very excited to see what else you come up with, and hopefully this track in the studio we can hear very soon.
Yes, hopefully.
Awesome. Well, have a good rest of your evening and thank you for coming along.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Bye.
Bye. Well, that was good, isn't it? Lovely. I enjoyed that. I hope you all enjoyed that too. Please go spread some love to her. Mali is her name. Mali Faraz on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. If you enjoyed that track, she thinks she's got 3 released tracks on Spotify and they're all incredible. And I hadn't listened to that one for a while. And now I remember it's pretty good. And she read it when she was 11, so that's not fair. So yeah, please send us her love. And if you want to come on and have a chat and share your music and have a sing or a rap or just show us something you produced, or if you're a creative of any form, please send me a message and we can have a chat and hopefully get this series with some really awesome people. But yeah, thanks for coming along. Have a good rest of your evening. I'll see you soon.